Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us. You're watching Diplomatic Corner here at AMN+. I am Lenny Tamaskin with the program. Today we'll be highlighting the importance of engaging Ethiopian youth more in public diplomacy by deploying different digital platforms for nation building endeavors in the country. So do stay with us. Thank you so much indeed for your time.
Thank you too for having me here.
Before indulging into our discussion today, let me give you the time to tell us a bit about yourself and your foundation.
Thank you so much once again. I'm Kamal Abdallah. I am the founder and executive director of OS Global Foundation and chairperson of Africa Asia Youth Forum. Yeah, I was born in a very small town in Oromia region, Bale zone, called Gasara town. I was completed my primary and secondary school in Gasara and Robe, which is the capital of Bale. Then I moved to Adama Science and Technology, and I finished my bachelor there. After successful completion of my first degree, I got the opportunity to travel to Southeast Asia. I was there. I was in Thailand, in Southeast Asia. I was teaching there for about 6 years. Now I'm back to my home country and doing my best with the youth.
Great. That's why you are more engaged, connected with Asian countries.
That's right.
Great. Let's talk about your foundation, when it was established and what is the purpose of and its mission.
Yeah, thank you. My foundation, its name is OS Global Foundation. OS stands for Opportunity for Youth Empowerment and Success. And I established this organization back 2014 in Thailand when I was teaching in the university there in Thailand. So I registered as a local organization there also in Thailand. Then in 2019, I registered here in Ethiopia as per the new proclamation of civil society organizations. The main objective of this foundation is providing opportunities for youth and empowering them in different sectors. So far, we have been implementing programs that are very important for our youth, starting from educational programs, peace building programs, entrepreneurship and leadership, including the diplomacy programs, particularly through our initiative called African Asian Youth Forum and Global Citizen Summit Plus. So we are like emerging organization, but we are trying our best to provide opportunities for not only Ethiopian youth, but for the African and the Asian youth, and even beyond through our Global Citizen Summit Plus program.
I just want to know what is the main reason for your engagement into youth empowerment?
Yeah, the main reason is that, when we grew up in rural areas, especially small town, we don't have that much opportunities, especially the opportunities here in our countries, only in the capital cities. So when I was a student, I didn't get chance of a lot of opportunities, including this, what we call scholarship, educational scholarship, even economic opportunities. Even if you see the political participation, the rural area youth don't have this kind of opportunities. So I was planning to have this kind of organization since I was in primary and secondary schools. Yeah, so I just want to provide for the opportunities, especially for the disadvantaged youth.
What are the activities or initiatives in your foundation that you are currently focused on?
Yes, as I mentioned, we have different programs on peace, on education, and entrepreneurship and leadership. So as I said, we have one initiative that is called Africa Asia Youth Forum. This forum is a really intercontinental platform that provides opportunities for the youth from the post continents. Through this platform, we provide, give opportunities for the youth to share their ideas, knowledge, skills, even create a network between the users, which can be even serve as a diplomacy, you know.
You're right.
Yeah, and we also have projects at grassroots level. We implemented a project in east part of Ethiopia in collaboration with USAID Ethiopia, and currently we are also implementing a project on women's and girls' rights in collaboration with COSAP, WHH, and which is funded by European Union. So we are implementing in the Bishoftu, particularly in Dukam. And we are also working on different international and national programs.
Great. Since you have a great contribution in public diplomacy in our country, directly or indirectly, let's talk about the concept of public diplomacy and the importance of engaging Ethiopian youth, through different digital platforms and stages, actually, for nation building endeavors in the country.
Yeah, thank you. As you know that diplomacy is a practical way of managing the international relations through dialogue and cooperation among the states, which is a formal way of diplomacy. We have also what we call public diplomacy that we are doing. This public diplomacy goes farther than this. It engages the people. It is people-to-people diplomacy, in which, this kind of diplomacy is most of the time called soft power. Soft power diplomacy is a very good form of public diplomacy. This soft power is opposite to hard power, as you know. Soft power is, the ability of a country in which the country can influence other countries, not through force or coercion, but through attraction. Yeah. So, for example, if you take our country, Ethiopia, is well known in the history, is one of, I can say the only country that's never colonized. This is our culture, our history.
Our pride.
Yes, and we have also a very beautiful culture. So we are rich in culture. We have very attractive areas. So we have a tourism attraction. And we also well known by our athletics, although we are not famous in football. So this kind of values that we have and culture we have is that attract others. So this is one way of attracting people without using our force. For example, as a Kamal, I am doing my best through promoting Ethiopia, not only in African countries, even in Asia, through our programs. Wherever I go, I promote our culture. I promote our what we have as one of the largest populous country in Africa. So even the number of population is, as I said, is the second in Africa. Even in Ethiopia, more than 40 or 45% of the population are youth. So this is also one of things that we have to attract the people, even not only African or Asian, but at the global level. This young population is also one of ways of attracting and doing our diplomacy.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe that Ethiopian youth are being empowered to play their role in public diplomacy to the extent they are making a difference in nation building?
Yeah, I think although it is not as much as expected from different stakeholders, including government, I think Ethiopian youth, especially who have got the opportunities, have been empowered, but I don't think it is well empowered. And so, most of the time, this diplomacy, the people and the government even think that it is only through G to G, that is government to government. So I think this soft power or public diplomacy is, I think, didn't get the main attention from government and non-governmental organizations. Likewise, the empowerment of youth is not that much. There are a lot of initiatives that have been running here in Ethiopia, especially by youth-focused initiatives, which have been run by the civil society organizations, yet they don't have even the support from the government, the key stakeholders. So I think a lot of work is left to
There is still a gap.
Yes, a gap in empowering or engaging youth in public diplomacy. Yep.
How do you recollect the participation of Ethiopian diaspora youth? By the time there was, external pressures, in connection with the construction of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam project. Hashtag No More is one of the movement. So just say something about it.
Yeah, our diasporas, they are doing a great job in abroad. I was in Thailand also. I told you that I am diaspora. Still I am diaspora because I have office there. So I am diaspora. If you see diasporas, they are playing their roles through promoting their countries, through defending their countries, even through promoting the understanding of our country at the global level. So I think the role of diaspora in public diplomacy is very important and crucial for even nation building. So I think there is also a gap between the diasporas and the local youth. Most of the time it is disconnected. Because the diaspora, they have their skills, knowledge, and because of the exposure they have in different countries, but the local youth, maybe they don't have that skill. So there is a gap between the diasporas and the local youth. So there must be an initiative that connect the diasporas with local youth, so that we collectively promote our country and defend our country at national level. For example, during No More, the diasporas did a great job. Now we are in a very critical stage in which our country is going to get their sea, Red Sea. So we need to come, the diasporas and local, not only youth, all Ethiopians must be united to get and have access to sea, which is our fundamental rights. So I think...
so public diplomacy plays a great role in this regard as
yes, indeed. Public diplomacy is something that the government should pay attention. For example, what we are doing, especially youth-focused and youth-led organization, particularly civil society organization in Ethiopia, are doing a great job, but they didn't get attention. If we have, for example, an initiative, we just I don't want to call the word begging. We just go to the institution to get funds. In another country, for example, where I was working, the government and other stakeholders go to the civil society organization and ask what they support. But here in Ethiopia is the reverse. So, for example, if we want to do a project that promotes our identity, promote our culture, our values at the global and the regional level, we don't have enough support from including government. Actually, there are some government sectors that have been supporting initiatives, but that is not enough. We are struggling, frankly speaking. We are struggling for the project or the initiatives that help the country to develop, especially in public diplomacy.
Speaking of access to the sea, do you believe that Ethiopian government is heading to the right direction to attain, seaport?
I think it is obvious. This is. I told you, it is a fundamental right. Even we are late. I said as a Kamal, we are late to claim the access to the sea, because as I told you, Ethiopia is the second populous nation in Africa. This population, having this number of population with a landlocked nature, I think it is not natural. It is not natural. It is our natural right. It's our natural right to get the sea, access to the sea. Yeah, the history of the sea, how we are denied to get the sea. So the government is on the right way to get the sea. So the people of Ethiopia should stand with the government. Not only the local people, even the diaspora should stand. But still, public diplomacy matters here. I don't mean that Ethiopian government should go and with force, with coercion, to get the sea. But I prefer public diplomacy. I prefer negotiation. I prefer a dialogue with the concerned body. Yeah.
You're right. But there is a group of people who say it is a political gamble. Ethiopia, has had the sea. The Red Sea used to belong to Ethiopia.
I don't want to blame or say anything about the past. I want to talk about present and the future. The then government, they know why they didn't use the port, the sea. You can read about that. If you come to the present, even we young people are in need of access to the sea. This is the right time for us to access the sea, to connect with the global people, to global community. If I am not mistaken, I think more than 90% of the products in our country is imported. So, yeah, I'm right? So, these imported products has its own tax. Yes. So, why we should pay this all amount of money to others? No reason, because we have.
While the country has the right to access the sea.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about politics because I want to be a neutral as much as I can. But if you see as a human being, we need that access. We need to have that access to develop our country. You can see the way of life of our country. Although we are very rich in natural resource, rich in number of young people who are very creative, innovators, who can change this country, not only this country, even the region, even Africa. There are a lot of users are like influencing at the global level.
You're right.
So why they politicize this kind of initiative? I don't really get why they all, most of our politicians, they prefer to criticize. Even sometimes I prefer positive criticism. Some of them, they blindly criticize the government, blindly criticize the people who are running good initiatives. So I don't get why they criticize negatively. So
let's get back to public diplomacy. In what ways has public diplomacy been used to foster national unity and identity among Ethiopian youth across diverse ethnic and regional backgrounds?
Yeah, as I said, this public diplomacy is people to people. The people in Ethiopia, they have a way of promoting their values, their cultures, even their diversities. We know that there is a diversity, unity in diversity. So our diversity, the people of Ethiopia believe that our diversity is our beauty. So even the youth, they promote the understanding, the understanding between the ethnic, between the nations in Ethiopia, and even there are also interreligious, intercommunal, dialogues, negotiations. If some issues arise, they have a kind of negotiations and dialogues. Through this, this public diplomacy contribute a lot in bringing the unity in Ethiopia. If you see our GADA system, the GADA system, I think you have knowledge about it. GADA system is one of the examples through which the people sit and negotiate and discuss over the issues that may lead to a conflict, And there are also a lot of traditional way of conflict resolutions. These kind of things, I think, bring a unity in our country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what role does youth engagement play in shaping Ethiopia's public diplomacy efforts on the global stage?
Yeah, the Ethiopian youth is at the heart of the country's development. The youth played a great role not only at the global level, even at the regional level, and in Africa and in East Africa, they participated in different programs. For example, if you see our African Asia Youth program, always I take the youth with me to go to abroad so that they can promote their country. So the youth engagement in public diplomacy plays a very important role in nation building. For an example, if you see the music, if you see the arts, and I said that the athletics, the young people are running, at the global level. So they are promoting the country. That is how maybe they can support or contribute to the nation building.
Mm-hmm. You were saying earlier that the engagement of youth in public diplomacy is somehow less, and there is still a gap. And so in order to eliminate the gap, how the youth should be empowered?
Yeah, the empowerment thing is not the responsibility of a single institution. For example, it's not only the responsibility of the government, it is the responsibility of every single stakeholder that are working on youth empowerment and development. So I prefer to say something about even the challenges that our youth are facing currently. The youth are facing a lot of challenges in terms of empowerment and development due to lack of resource and inclusion. If you see the participation of the youth in both political and economic development issues, and lack of institutions that support the youth. So in order to challenge, or in order to overcome these challenges, the government should work with other stakeholders. For example, civil society organizations, community-based organizations, religious institutions. They have to work in collaboration. They have to partner with each other so that they can collectively and jointly support the youth. There are a lot of development partners that are based in Ethiopia. They are funding a lot of initiatives. But I think the initiatives that focus on youth are not as much as we are expecting. So there must be a focus and attention from the government and every single stakeholders. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So do you believe that empowering the youth will help them to actively contribute to state transformation and democratic development?
Indeed. The youth are the backbone of the country. The youth can change the country either positively or negatively. You can remember what happened back like 7 or 8 years ago. They actively engaged in politics, and even they bring this change, the current change.
Yeah, the current change, you mean the government reform?
Yes, it is the role. It is the contribution of the youth. Yes, more than 90% of the contribution is back to the youth. I don't think the politicians can do nothing without the youth. They are the one who are, they are the one who are suffering. They are the one who should benefit from even the change.
You're right.
So I can say that the youth are the leaders of present and the future, not only the future. If we say the future, the people, they ignore them for the present opportunities.
You're right.
Yeah, so their role is very critical in nation building and transforming the government. So I think the Ethiopian government should pay attention, should give opportunities for the Ethiopian youth. I know vibrant youths in Ethiopia who are very creative, who are very innovators, who have, they can bring innovative ideas that can support the government policies, not only in economic and other social developments, but even in politics. By the way, in our country, the participation of youth is, I can say, only 10 to 15%. Ethiopian youth are excluded from political participation. The youth, they come through different political institutions or channels, The youth who are outside this institution, for example, Youth League, Youth Federation, Parties League, we have this all. The youth who are not in this line may not get the chance to participate in the politics.
You're right.
So I think the government should break this gap. The youth outside the politics must be given a chance to take part in the government. When you say government, the government is in different category. We have about 3 or 4 organs, so they have to be in. They have to participate. I think currently there are some initiatives that encourage and promote the meaningful youth engagement and participation. That kind of efforts and initiatives should be promoted, and the youth should be given an opportunity to take part in the politics, to take part in the governance. They have to practice at early stage. Currently, I do appreciate the effort of the government. I can see a lot of changes. Also, we have a lot of issues, a lot of challenges. These changes will go further if we have the youth who can replace the current leaders. So, in short, the youth need to get the opportunities to take part in the politics, to take part in economic development, social development, in even international relations, and that the Ministry of Foreign Affairs should work on young diplomats, informal and formal young diplomats. There are civil society organizations that are working on diplomacy. So the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs need to work with these civil society organizations who are working on diplomacy and even who have initiatives that promote our country. Yeah.